So Stormwatch 9 Chief Meteorologist Mike Haddad is here tracking the latest on the storm's path. And Mike, 5 o'clock advisory is just in.
Right, 5 o'clock advisory and back to Cat 5. So that's what was kind of anticipated in the last couple of hours. The pressure has been falling, and that typically results in higher winds within a short period of time. Take a look at the well-defined eye with Milton rolling just to the north of the Yucatan Peninsula. Eventually, going to be a little trough of low pressure digging in through the western Gulf, and that will help drive Milton up towards Florida by later tomorrow and tomorrow night. Landfall not expected until after the midnight hour. However, in advance of that, the same trough that will steer Milton up towards Florida should help to weaken it a little bit. Unfortunately, still projected to be a major hurricane, Cat 3 or 4, top sustained winds by landfall later tomorrow night, 125 to 135 miles per hour. So, on the leading edge of that storm, two main threats initially. One, of course, the wind. Second, the high storm surge. Where the storm comes in, very critical, because to the north of the center, the storm surge is going to be, well, high, but not as high as what happens right along the path or just off to the south of the center, because as the center moves in, it drives all of the water along the south side of the center of circulation to as high as 10 to 15 feet. Keep in mind, that's the entire Gulf of Mexico near the west coast of Florida rising that much above normal. And that doesn't even factor in, of course, the high waves that batter the inland areas once the Gulf of Mexico is that much higher than the norm. Of course, the wind, the other big threat, tropical storm force winds expected tomorrow evening. And then look at this, one computer model painting a gust to 103 in Tampa, 81 in Sarasota, right around 2 a.m. Of course, that storm will bring devastating winds farther inland, all the way to Orlando, in Sebring, Lakeland, and eventually off the east coast of Florida sometime early on Thursday before the storm finally pulls away. In addition to that, of course, freshwater flooding, a major threat. After tomorrow night into Thursday and Thursday night, some areas to the north of the center could get 10 plus inches of rain all in 24 hours. Around here, much quieter, of course. Spot shower or two north tonight. Otherwise, the temperatures remain very seasonable on your Wednesday, all ahead of a cool down on Thursday. We'll take a look at Thursday, Friday, and our weekend coming up.